Kong. So, I could talk about this matchup a lot. And man, do I have some strong...
Do your thing.
I got feelings about Diddy Kong. This character really has a phenomenal tendency to really circle camp Ness. It could be a little bit difficult, especially Banana in play. You're out of shield's going to be all sorts of whack as Ness. Finding ends is going to be a little bit difficult, but as soon as you can get Diddy Kong off stage, that's when you can begin to play the game. Oh my, Syrup. Syrup.
See, one thing I do want to highlight there, you're talking about once Banana is in hand. Making sure Banana is not in hand and your own hands are off the stage, that's going to be pivotal for fighting against the likes of Diddy Kong. And when we don't see Banana in play, I feel like it's going to be the aerial bouts that are going to end up in trades often that's going to help Syrup a lot in this matchup.
Yeah, and what's really going to be so tricky for Syrup is how to actually pin Diddy Kong down in the corner. Because just not being able to play out of shield as much, but the risk of getting command grabbed is going to be so scary. That PK Thunder, not going to do it quite yet, just going to put him into another juggle. And now Syrup, great tracking, just able to punish that directional air dodge, and now with a pretty good lead.
I like that too because the option there is just as very low commitment as you can get. No buttons, best buttons when it comes to the likes of Diddy Kong.
Yep.
Although sitting at the ledge against Gonz definitely leaves you in a situation more worse for wear. I do feel like he could be making better decisions with his Banana, though. Banana not really paying any dividends with controlling the ledge, and I feel like that's where it really is a legendary item.
Yeah, an excellent flanking from Syrup. Just using that as his opening just to be able to throw all these unconventional options at YouTube Man and just like really seeing what sticks in that position. Wow. Sure, that was a lot happening at once, and I'm not even going to try to break all that down because at the end of the day, Syrup is still going to be losing his stock as he fights his way back onto the stage.
Yeah, no, moves trading is kind of what I anticipate from this matchup. And Banana, of course, introducing its own shenanigans. But the close range buttons for both of these characters are really good at oppressing most of their opponents. But when they come to blows with each other, like the stage positioning after the trade, I feel like is going to be like the most important aspect of this matchup.
Right now, I like the way that YouTube Man is just respecting a lot of Syrup's space right now, just sort of not letting him get too much off of Banana. Syrup, no double jump. Oh, now actually going to be using it. I'm surprised he was able to get it back. And an amazing spike cleaning it up. That's just his own Ness experience and recognition that Ness is out of options, and he can just go in there with a free spike. Not a lot of people will commit to it, but somebody with that much Ness experience as YouTube Man, he knows.
Yeah, I think throughout the course of Ultimate, we've seen YouTube Man playing maybe like half a dozen characters, but Ness was definitely one of the tried and true under his hands. Diddy Kong here, it makes a lot of sense, I feel, because at least if you're able to out-neutral your opponent and really like suppress their ability to move around freely, they just, especially a character like Ness, you just don't get to play your game.
Oh,
like,
and now Syrup, no double jump off stage. Wow.
You're gone. Goodbye.
Honestly, that just really could not have been played out better for Gonzo, for YouTube Man here. The way that he just like recognized, hey, Ness is out of options. Ness doesn't have a jump off stage. He should be dying here. Granted, there is a bit of an unfortunate interaction where Syrup ended up doing a double jump and then tossing Banana. So he probably wanted to like go for the forwarder there and like forgot for a second that, hey, I have Banana in hand. I can't go for my all-covering big funny hitbox that hits under me as well. And just ends up inadvertently tossing Banana as well. So you gotta be comfortable with Z drops and immediate aerials afterwards to be able to like, you know, fight your way out of those kinds of situations.
Yeah, getting comfortable with item in hand is something that's just notable for any region where you have a character that's going to be spawning items all over the place. Diddy Kong absolutely like the poster child of the importance with this. And at least Small Battlefield's going to invite more variety to this ledge play. But that's also predicated on Syrup's ability to like get back to stage at some point.
Ooh, I like the fact that YouTube Man didn't go for the get-up attack there immediately. Syrup once again off stage in a nasty position, and he just continuously hits those 2 frames over and over, but that time just mixing up his timing a little bit by hitting the lip of the stage and getting the bounce to ledge instead of going right to it, throwing him off his timing.
Yeah, I feel like Syrup doesn't even have like the mercy of mixing up recoveries as like an unknown feature going into this matchup because YouTube Man is so familiar with how Ness can stall and in what ways. And I feel like that's why we were seeing such consistency out of the forward tilts locking Ness away off stage.
Oh, that time Syrup planking is going to work out. You know, Gonz here just at back a little bit too far of a distance. Backfield won't be able to do it from center stage quite yet, but that time not respecting PK Thunder, trying to go up and around it. I don't know about that.
Ooh.
Yeah. Syrup didn't have a jump.
Really weird situation there. I guess just bereft of resources, might as well end up the stock as best as you can, move it along.
Ooh, Syrup, such good zone breaking. This time, he's just able to recognize, hey, there's no banana in hand. I can just continuously hold forward in this position. Oh my.
Monkey flip kick, I think, is going to be really dangerous in this matchup moving forward, because I feel like out of any of the moves that Diddy Kong could be putting out, that's the one that's going to be leaving him in the most recovery, and in a position where if Syrup opts to just whiff punish it, he's going to get a lot of damage like we just saw in the previous interaction.
He dodges back onto the ledge, has to find his way back on. Not able to cover the goal in time quite yet. Oh my. Yeah, just locking himself into up smash just gives him that opening to be able to reset neutral.
Oh, that little bit of charge on the forward smash, still not enough. Heavy blow for heavy blow, sniping up it, not sending into free fall. Weird. Alright, either way, right into the clutches of the Ness, and not even good DI is saving you from that situation.
Wow, and we actually saw YouTube Man just now take the hit IRL as well, as he was surprised that actually hit. Syrup just so comfortable planking off stage. God, I love planking. This is my favorite part of the game. I'm such a huge fan of this. But now, once again, he uses up his double jump, is forced to go through a bit of a tricky recovery here, and that's Ness recovery, baby. It doesn't function when it needs to.
Full planking, Syrup. Very nice. And just like that, we've got the even game. A very unfortunate situation to be in, but I guess that's the price you pay for wanting to get Stilly off stage.
Yeah. Oh, Syrup tries to go for that forward, maybe trying to catch a bit of a dash back, and Gonz just doing such a good job of juggling him and continuously just being in his face and not letting him. Syrup.
All right. Okay. Bit of a messy middle of the game, but Syrup cleans it up nice and brings this into game 3. I like it.
Yeah, if you land a PK Fire that's like that much of a sweet spot, you should be getting a huge punish off of it, especially off of a jab lock. That's Diddy Kong is inside of that model. You know, his entire model is just consumed by PK Fire. So just good recognition from Syrup. Instead of going through maybe something a little bit more tricky though, maybe it's a magnitude back here. He's like, hey, I'm gonna keep this simple. Jab block with PK Fire and finish it off with an F smash. I appreciate it.
How do you feel about us running it back to small battlefield? I feel like of any of the stages, this is an interesting one for Diddy to opt to come back to, given how comfortable like Syrup was on and off stage.
Yeah, I don't know about taking Ness to like biplats in general, but really the name of the game on these kinds of stages is how can you punish Ness actually jumping to those platforms. Syrup keeps finding himself off stage with no double jump, this time making it back successfully, but for how long will it last?
The aggressive landing's definitely paying dividends for Syrup. I think that's just solid recognition because he sees when Banana isn't live, he doesn't have that much to worry about. We haven't really seen a lot of Rocket Barrel out of disadvantage from YouTube Man. I feel like that would have been the key to getting Syrup off his back.
Oh, that PK Fire in such a nasty position. There is really nothing else that he could do. But again, these PK Thunders for Syrup, if he's not hitting those, the opponent has more than enough time to be able to make it back onto the stage. Oh, just tracking him through the air dodge, but still able to land, only taking a bit of damage to his name.
Oh, and throwing the banana. Oh, and there we go. Rocket Barrel Pack finally doing something for YouTube, man. Although it's just these awkward trades left and right. PK Thunder's such an unusually slow projectile that I feel like because it's not zipping across as fast as it could be, it's working out really well for Syrup to cover space, and because of that, all that residual damage leading into the kills, forcing YouTube Man on the hunt.
No, like slow-moving projectiles, instead of actually being something to snipe people with, it becomes now a way to force somebody's movement and position. Right, so you see this a lot with like Gyro especially, but Syrup getting so tricky with his double jump cancels now has YouTube Man in a nasty position off stage. Tries to fight his way back on, able to Rocket Barrel back on. This is looking pretty good for him, but he needs to close out the stock.
Alright, Banana on the plat, and now in hand, what will it do? It just flies right beneath Syrup. Hilarious.
I love planking. My favorite part of the game. Is he going to hit this 2-frame? Yes, he is. He's got those. He's consistently got those. I want to see some other maybe timing mix-ups at the ledge for like whenever he is in a position to go through those.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is like Syrup is doing their best to consistently like adjust how they come onto stage. But I think YouTube is just so confident with knowing where Ness is vulnerable in those situations that the mix-up timing doesn't really matter as much.
Oh no, ends up jabbing. I'm not really sure about what happened there. No punish, actually. I got...
Buttons.
Wow.
Buttons. Oh god, everything was in the way, making sure YouTube was not coming back. Rough business. Heavy lead for Syrup. This is a really good opportunity.
Yeah, that following up but was just not close enough to be able to connect the other one. Look at Syrup with his out-of-ledge mix-ups. That time YouTube Man was trying to cover the PK Thunder. Oh my. Oh, you gotta hold that.
Yep. That's Diddy Kong off stage for you, and because of that, that is a fairly swift game 3 that leads into Syrup favor. Syrup going to be moving along to fight Beast in Losers Finals.
I love this from Syrup, by the way. All of these weak projectile hits and this tail whipping with PK Thunder is excellent. Is that what is called an ultimate? No, that's a melee term, but I'm taking it for ultimate, and I'm innovating the meta. That tail whipping from Syrup was absolutely amazing, because if you try to hit with head of PK Thunder, right, it's just going to end up popping you back up, and you'll still be able to throw out another rocket barrel.